Today, we finally made some progress with the adventure that we have chosen, which is to basically finally process and look back at my experience in Japan and take away all the insights that I've gathered and put them into a script and deliver it on YouTube. That is what I'm trying to do. And today I managed to get some of that done. I scripted some of the videos, not the main Japan video, but I think scripting like the video about how to apply for Japanese language school, as well as things you should know before applying. Those were the two main things I scripted today. And I just think like going through the beginning of the process for me and talking about it and scripting about it will lead me into actually talking about my Japan experience, basically, the full experience. So I'm warming up to it, basically, and I think that's a good thing. I, for the most part, am done with those two scripts, and the journal videos are already finished. They were pretty much already finished yesterday, and I just need to upload them now. But I still rusty in terms of uploading, so I need to gather my wits about that. But for the time being, I'm okay with just holding off and getting stuff done regarding the Japan stuff, because I think that's like number one priority right now. On top of that, or not on top of that, but other highlights of the day was me like realizing that I've been practicing my performances quite incorrectly. I'm not really for piano, like I made a lot of mistakes while trying to record. I couldn't get like a perfect run in. And it just frustrates me. And I'm wondering, like, I played piano for so long. Why is it still like this? Why is it so difficult to get a perfect run? Why do I always make a mistake somewhere? Granted, the piece that I'm playing, the arrangement of House Moving Castle, is a bit more difficult, but it's not like crazy difficult. I've played more difficult pieces before. So part of me is just wondering, like, why is it this way? And whenever I get this frustrated, it's like I kind of just like there's no progress. I kind of just feel like I have to seek help. I have to look it up. So that's what I did. And the general advice is to like play really slowly and try to never habitualize mistakes. That's definitely something I didn't do. I am a bit more on the like rush side. I just want to like play it, have it sound good and all that stuff. Go measure by measure and really have like a surgical look at every note, every phrase, every sort of way of playing something, the hand motions, everything is thought of, basically. It's very methodical, very mindful way of practicing. And I do agree with it. I do think it's a good way to practice like perfect performances. I just feel like for a piece that I already know, like I don't know if I want to do that from scratch. Like I just feel like it's a waste of time, or a part of me feels like there's just this high resistance to doing it. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that for this piece. Like I can, and I probably should, but it just feels so frustrating to have worked so hard and put so much time into something and for it to be like moving so slowly. But yeah, I know how it is. And I do really want to actually like fully understand the piece theoretically as well. I say that I've been saying that for a while, and it's just very, very difficult like to go through everything and be super mindful about every note you're playing, every chord you're playing, every phrase, every movement, every progression. It's like, it's so difficult to do for something that complex. And I try to do that for playing by ear as well. And all of it is, I don't know, it's like, it's so easy for my brain to just turn off and go off of kinesthetic memory. Anyways, I'm starting to talk about like a whole bunch of piano stuff, which I already talk about in my videos, my daily videos that I don't actually release, but maybe I should try to start releasing them at some point. But for now, let's get back on track with other things. But what I learned today, I'd say, is even though I was frustrated about all the piano stuff, it's good that I got frustrated so that I looked it up, so that I'm reminded how I should be practicing, so that I can actually practice the right way from now on. Again, this goes back to what I said before, like, even though I'm consistent, all I'm doing is being like consistent about flailing around, and I need to be consistent about, methodical practices, methodical methods. I mean, that's kind of redundant. Methodical, like efficient and effective actions, basically. and I need to stop flailing is what I'm trying to say. So I've been flailing for piano. I've been flailing for probably also my kinetic category, which is just exercise. I just like calling it kinetic, but flailing in the sense that I'm just like doing push-ups and pull-ups. And then previously, before changing strategies for running, I was just like running without any real strategy. And yeah, I think for push-ups and pull-ups, I've pretty much plateaued as well. Like I haven't been able to do more than 13 and 12, like I mentioned, and 33 is like the max I'm going. I can try to do more, I probably should, but again, I just want to finish that 30 days before I push myself too hard or hurt myself by accident or make myself too sore that I can't do the quota. So I'm essentially self-sabotaging myself for the next 2 weeks. I'm basically saying like, because I want to stay at this level for the challenge, I will not do anything different. But I think after that finishes, and I'm totally fine with waiting 2 weeks to improve my kinetic stuff. Like that stuff isn't as important to me. I feel like as long as I feel strong and fit and healthy, like I'm okay, you know? I don't really need to do like 100 push-ups in a row or 30 pull-ups in a row or something, even though those were technically my goals back then. I just feel like now that I'm older, I'm just like, yeah, 100 push-ups, whatever. Like, I don't know. I just don't think it's that important, But I will say, I do, like I said before, I do want to at least reach like 50 in a row, be able to like maintain that and just bust that out whenever I want, as well as 20 pull-ups in a row. And those numbers are not like average numbers, I'd say. Those are a bit higher than average numbers, especially for pull-ups. I don't know many people who can do 20 pull-ups in a row. That's probably actually like upper tier right there for quantity if you're doing dead hang pull-ups. But I'm not there yet. I can't do 20 yet. I've done 50 before. My all-time max for pull-ups is 16. So I guarantee I can do 16 again right now. I haven't hit it yet. During this challenge, I've hit 15. But yeah, I guarantee I can do 16. I did 13 today and I felt like I could do some more after that. So, but I don't want to push myself again. But yeah, that's been me flailing around as well, but me actually devising more of a strategy. So I have a map there. And then for piano, I'm starting to get more of a sense of a map as well, practicing using that map, which is good. And then for my adventure projects, as I'm calling them, I still kind of don't really have a full map. I'm kind of just trying my best to get these videos out, the ones that I really want to finish. And I think once I finish them, I'll start creating that map so then I can make more income from my projects and really like try to start a business basically with my video stuff. And not just video stuff, but also probably I've been thinking a lot about doing some sort of, because my YouTube channel is based around self-improvement and I talk about habits a lot. I do a lot of challenges, and I think it would be fun to like try to host something or try to create some sort of online course plus like cohort type of thing where I gather students, people who are willing to pay for like a sort of 30-day to 60-day challenge of their choice. Maybe I might make it their choice. Maybe I might make it more specific and saying like, choose from this set of habits, maybe a combination of both, but like having that as like a live session type of thing where we meet up maybe twice a week and message each other every night about our progress and everything. Basically like what I'm doing right now, but like with actual other people and like real human beings, not just me talking to a microphone, and like go through this thing with other people, guiding them because I've been through it myself and I know how it feels. I know the pitfalls. I understand what the obstacles are and how to get around them or how to get through them. And I feel like I could be a good guide basically because I've done this a lot. I've done a lot of 30-day challenges. Essentially, not all of them are like created equal. Not all of them are as difficult, but I have completed a lot of them. And I feel like each time I complete them, I learn a lot more about my own self, the way my brain works, the way my behavior works. And there's just so much that I've gathered and understand that I feel like it would be nice to help guide other people do it as well. And I think it would be fun to also just do another 30-day challenge of my choice, like a different one with other people as well. Like, so that is something I am considering. And I know a lot of people also from like Alex Hermosi, I can't remember his last name, but the $100 million offers book, which I listened to, I think a month or two ago, it stated that having things where like it's limited as well as it happens once in a while is a very, very good way to market something. And I feel like I would make this course like maybe for 5 to 10 people in 1 month. And yeah, 5 to 10 people probably in the beginning, maybe eventually more, but 5 to 10 people, and make it like minimum $500. I think anything below that, it won't be worth it anymore because I'd be spending way too much time like doing something that like I expect to spend a lot of hours, gathering the people, making sure everyone knows what they're doing, as well as creating the course material, all that stuff. Like anything below $500 is probably too little. But if I can get 5 students for that, like that's $2,500. If I can get 10 students, that's $5,000. And that's essentially a full-time job right there. So if I can make that happen and make it happen like every month, then I would have created my own full-time job doing something that I feel is like fun and helping others and creating bonds, because I do think like it'd be a good way to get to know people and like get to know people while they're helping shaping their own habits, becoming better overall, like improving themselves. Like I'm doing the same. We're sort of celebrating each other's small wins and helping each other, motivating each other, creating like a community, a group. Like I think, and then for me, it's also a way for me to get income so then I can focus on it and also give them my best. Like I think overall, to me, this sounds like a really, really good idea that I want to make happen. And like eventually, if it gets big enough, I can increase the price to, let's say like $1,000. And let's say I have other people help me and it becomes like a bigger business from there. And it's like I can increase the size from 5 to 10 to maybe like 10 to 20. And then if let's say it's the max size, 20 people for 1,000, that's like 20,000 a month basically. And I think at that point, like the business could like sustain itself. It sounds like a really, really great plan, but also kind of tough to execute because I have to have people who are watching me who want to do it. And I have to market it well. I have to create the course well as well. There's a lot of things I need to do before I get there, but that's sort of the idea I've been having recently because of what I've been doing with these challenges. But of course, like I have a lot to figure out for the details of what I want to do. But it sounds like something I would really, really love to do. So I've got to figure some stuff out. Create a map towards it. Like I don't expect to be able to do this soon. I think I need to have a lot more proof of concept before I can make it happen, which means doing a lot more 30-day challenges. 30-day challenges that really like make an impact too. Like not just simple ones like the push-ups, but ones where like it can be life-changing. And I do think the no media one is actually life-changing. So that one, like for sure, is something I can talk about and use as like a jumping off point to getting people to perhaps sign up for a newsletter or something that can eventually lead to the course. But the program, I should call it a program because it's not just a course. It's like a whole, yeah, I guess a course, whatever, program, whatever. Terminology, semantics. Either way, like I said, like these are just some thoughts I've been having, and I feel like I'm beginning to really, really feel motivated to get to that point because it's like I really enjoy doing this. I just really love the idea of challenging yourself to be better, to do something like that helps you improve an aspect of your life that you care about. So even if the challenges I do aren't necessarily like life-changing to other people, like I should try to build those challenges to be transformative for me. Not just something like super simple as super simple as like drinking lots of water, even though that's like very popular. I've already made that technically, so like twice. So I don't necessarily need to make another one, although I technically am trying to do a water challenge right now. It's just failing really hard because I am, it's not really a challenge. It's more of just like an experiment, like research, trying to figure out how much water I actually need to drink to be optimized. And it's kind of like a very difficult thing to figure out. I think I've talked about this before, like pee color and everything. And so far it seems like no matter how much I drink, my pee color just remains the same. So maybe I'm just always hydrated regardless of how much I drink, which makes no sense. So I don't know. Either that or I just have to pay more attention. But I think I'll give this challenge more time because I am kind of doing a lot at once. And I think that's one of the harder things that's one of the things that makes you fail, essentially, is doing way too many things at once, especially these challenges. But somehow I'm able to at least do 4 of them quite well, which is the push-up, pull-up one. I'll consider that one challenge. And then the no media challenge, that one's going well. And then practicing playing by ear pretty much every day. Like I've been doing that one pretty darn well as well. And it's not a challenge, I'd say, but I am learning a good amount of Japanese every day thanks to me talking to my girlfriend. That's just, it's not really a challenge, but it is something I am trying to learn and become better at. So I should actually make that a challenge. Anyways, this actually technically is the 4th one. I haven't been doing it every single day, but I've been struggling and getting there. Like I said, like things kind of take time before they establish consistency, but you kind of just have to keep trying and keep going. So I think I'm still in like a little bit of a phase 1 regarding this Luucidity podcast where I'm a little bit on and off, but I can feel myself getting to a point where I am going to consistently do this every day so long as I have the time to do it. And I think I've actually been pretty good for the past like week or 2. So basically ever since I stopped with the whole media thing. So yeah, this was the 4th challenge essentially. Anyways, I have drifted so much. So lucidity check, we didn't do that today. And then habits, we actually talked a lot about that. I feel like I'll just retitle this habit challenges. Anyways, the last part of lucidity is to plan the next adventure, and tomorrow's adventure has been planned for a while. It is going to be another day of short film stuff, and I'm gonna work sound again, but this time my friend was nice enough to just like ask me, hey, like, because I was very tired the second shoot day. She was just asking how it was and like asking if I was enjoying it. And I just told her like, yeah, I was very tired, but like, I really did enjoy being around everyone and just hanging out and doing some stuff together, making a short film together. But I was honest with her and telling her that I, holding the boom and everything, that's not really something I necessarily find that enjoyable. I don't mind doing it to help out and to make the short film happen, but it's not like my favorite job basically. And what she did was ask someone else that she knew was interested in like learning more about it if they wanted to join. And looks like she found a guy and he's gonna help me with operating the boom. So that's pretty darn awesome of her to have done. I really appreciate her. I think like it shows how much she actually cares about the people she works with and everything, and she wants everyone to be having a good time. And part of me feels a little bad that, I kind of, no, I shouldn't feel bad. Like she did it, because of what I said, and I was honest, and I wasn't trying to like tell her that I didn't want to do it, but she just was proactive about it and made it easier for me. So I really appreciate her, and that's that. And the guy who's going to help out is going to learn more because I'm going to show him everything I know about operating a boom, which is very simple, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see. That's tomorrow's adventure, showing the new guy how to operate the boom, as well as actually getting a chance to monitor the lav mics now, since I'll have my hands free. And yeah, I don't have the equipment to connect my lavs to the main field recorder that I have, which is the Zoom F6. I know it's possible, but I just don't have the equipment, and I'm not really willing to buy it because this isn't something I like want to do as my thing. So, and it's also everything's 32-bit float recording, so it's kind of like, you know, it doesn't even matter. Like, as long as you place it correctly, you're good. You don't have to even set any levels, since everything is going to be done in post anyways, and adjusted and enhanced and edited by me, because my friend asked me to, and I agreed. So that's also going to be another interesting adventure, is to learn how to, I mean, I already know how to edit dialogue, audio, and enhance it and everything, but for a whole short film, making it consistent and also adding sound effects and balancing it with the film score, that is not something I've quite handled at that scale before. So that's gonna be interesting. So yeah, that's it for tomorrow. Honestly, I was able to do the push-ups and pull-ups on a day where I had to wake up at or I ended up waking up around 3 something. I'm pretty sure I can do it on a day where I wake up around, I guess, 6 something instead. Shouldn't be an issue. Having done it once, seems easy. I won't underestimate it, but it is a 12-hour shoot again, and it takes an hour or so to drive there. So it's gonna be tiring afterwards, but I think this time, because I have prior experience, and it wasn't that bad, I think I am mentally more prepared, and I feel like we'll be okay. And my friend's birthday stuff and going away thing is that same day at night. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it, to be honest. I'll still be able to see the friends before they leave, and my friend's birthday, technically we already celebrated it, so I don't feel too bad about missing it, but I'll see. I'll have to figure it out. Depends. If we end early, then I can make it, but we'll see. There's a lot of ifs and maybes. So that's tomorrow's adventure, essentially. I already know everything that will technically happen, but you know, I get to experience it tomorrow. We're moving just a little bit slowly, but I think another week or two of this, and I think we will seriously get moving. Like, I can feel it.